What is up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Albert, and in this channel I am documenting my process or progress of me trying to make several $1,000s every month selling Tesla puts. And the goal is to really just share with you how I'm feeling, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, what I'm learning. And I wanted to document it out so over the next, months or years, I can kind of see, hopefully I'll have a huge profit by then, but I can kind of see every step along the way. And that'd be interesting to do that. So here's my puts I have currently out. If you've been following along, this is the same puts I've had out for the last couple of weeks. Only today, everything is green, right? So everything's up, today over $1,000 each, $1,500 each. And then the total profits are up as well, which is amazing. You probably saw this a couple weeks ago, everything was red. So you can see how these things swing as Tesla moves up and down. Today is December 23rd. If you have been following along, I actually closed a put out for a 950 that expired today. That would have netted me a little bit over $3,000. But when I closed it out, I only made 100, right? And I don't regret doing that because I didn't want to risk the downside at the time. I was unsure what was going to happen. What happened recently was Elon Musk basically said in an interview that he was done selling shares or close to done selling shares, so the stock price went up. It's hard to predict these things, so I don't regret doing that. I also rolled my 950 December 31 put and 970 December 31 put out further as well at a loss. Or as a net credit, meaning I didn't lose money, but that put itself, I did lose money. But I rolled those out because I thought December was going to go down, and I don't regret it. It was a safe thing to do. But overall, you can take a look at how things are going for me. I made about $25,000 for the 6 months since I started doing this year. It's definitely, I think what I'm learning from all this, it's all relative, right? So in my mind, I was thinking I was gonna make more at some point, but compared to when I started, I think I was gonna make way less than this. So overall, I think if you think about it from an outside point of view, making $25,000 from something that I'm just doing on the side for fun that I actually enjoy doing, it's actually pretty cool, right? It's not a big, it's not a small amount of money. It's not a small amount of money. It's pretty cool. I really should be happy with it, and I am happy with it. So one of the things I'm learning is like try not to raise expectations as things start going up, right? That's basically a formula to never be happy. So overall, I'm going to be very happy with what I'm doing. I only made $300 in December, which, hey, you know what? It's better than losing money. And I've already rolled my puts out to a point where I think I'm in a good position to make some money in January and February as well. So overall, I just made some notes here on a couple of things that I'm paying attention to about Tesla. Number one is, like I said, he was on an interview saying that he was pretty much done selling shares. Everyone reported on it, and then he tweeted that he's not quite done. A couple of I've read it's like 1005B or something like that. He has these shares that he's selling that he decided a long time ago. So those will basically sell when he buys the options. He's gonna sell some shares to pay for the tax. That's already predetermined. I think he has like 3 million more to go, which I don't think will be a big deal. Won't have a huge effect on the stock price. I think the big reason Tesla stock price was going down was because everyone was talking about how he was selling the shares. But now that that's done, I think it's going to start rebounding back up. Other things that are happening next year, 4680 batteries are going to be produced. I made another video on that earlier, but basically, long story short, these are just a new way they're producing these batteries. It's much cheaper to produce. It carries a lot more power per size. And it requires less casing, things like that. So it's going to be a lot more efficient. Tesla doesn't necessarily need to have more efficient batteries. The batteries are the most efficient in the market right now, but this will just be icing on the cake, which is going to be great. There's 2 factories coming online. That's going to be Berlin and Texas. I think everyone knows about this already, but imagine if they have 2 extra factories starting to produce cars. It's going to really ramp up their production. Another thing that happened, it could be construed as good or bad, is Biden's Build Back Better plan, which includes the EV tax credit. I think it was like somewhere between $4,500 to $7,500 per car. That's no longer going to happen as of now. And Tesla stock took a hit when this news was announced. However, I don't believe it really affects Tesla that much. In comparison to other manufacturers, Tesla probably prefers this. Elon Musk even said he doesn't want it because it's a waste of taxpayer dollars. But Tesla doesn't need an additional $4,500 per car to make a profit. Their gross margin is already at 30%. Right? With this new 4680 battery, it's probably going to be even higher. So other car companies need that money because they're actually these legacy manufacturers are probably selling EVs at a loss, right? So as EVs increase, they're selling more of these cars at a loss, while their profit-generating cars are actually getting sold less. Their ICE vehicles are getting sold less. So this EV tax credit is going to be a huge hit on car manufacturers in America, and Tesla's going to be, it's going to be negligible. Another thing that's going to happen about gross margins, so this will not positively affect their gross margins, obviously, but I think their gross margins are going to be very great, big in Q4, and we're going to see that. That's going to affect the PE ratio, which is going to affect the stock price. And then finally, I had a question here: is Tesla still a growth stock? I googled growth stock on Investopedia before starting this video. I guess technically it is because it has a very high multiple, but I feel like that's going to change soon. Another thing with growth stocks is like most growth stocks are not generating profit, right? Whereas Tesla is generating a huge amount of profit. We're not, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, this is why I feel like it's very safe to put a huge bet into Tesla, because their potential for growth, their like market cap, not their market cap, their like TAM, getting into energy, getting into insurance, getting into AI, getting into all this other stuff, getting into like ride sharing. Like they have a huge TAM, whereas they're already generating profit and they have a very good track record. So I think it's pretty easy investment if you ask me. All right. Well, Merry Christmas and happy New Year. See you guys in the next one. Thank you.